Hello, I am the narrator, and before this episode begins, Maddie, Dr. Von Schnorman, will be talking about a very crazy cat. Without further ado, let the show begin. What is it? And did it come from a movie or a video game? Cheshire Cat is a bit of a strange character that kind of comes and goes as he pleases, either helping Alice or being a bit of a mischievous kind of person, talking in riddles. He is a mysterious pink and purple striped cat with a permanent grin, mischievous and unpredictable in nature. There is nothing to break down about how the cat looks, but his personality, on the other hand, can be. The Cheshire the cat can be identified with his troublesome-like behavior. This creature has a few abilities of appearing as different people, vanishing, as well as just being crazy in general. All of Wonderland's inhabitants appear to hold fear over him, even the Queen of Hearts, most likely due to the fact that he is the maddest and craziest of them all. Or it could be due to his unique abilities. Cheshire the cat is probably the only character in that movie that has actual abilities rather than adaptations. Now, Cheshire the cat has appeared in a few different places. First in the 1951 film of the old cartoon, as well as later in a video game called Kingdom of Hearts. Then Disney also released Alice in the Wonderland, as well as Alice Through the Looking Glass, which he shows up in both. The interview. How close is it related to the inspiration? Hello, my name is Maddie, here with the interview, and thank you for joining me. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Yes, my name is Kai, and I am just such a cat lover. Are you aware of the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland? Why, yes, he is such an amazing and creepy cat all at the same time. Well, I was wondering if you could describe his role in the movie. Cheshire appears kind of at the beginning when the character falls into the Wonderland, and she's going through this swampy jungle area whenever he appears to her. And he attends to her wounds and leads her to some crazy people to help her on her journey. Later in the movie, one of the characters help her, are in trouble, and Cheshire the cat comes along and proceeds to persuade them into a mischievous-like plan to trick the character's enemies while helping the person be free. Lastly, he shows up at the end to recrown the new queen after the battle. Thank you for your time. This has been Maddie with the interview. Back to the main show. Many people have put together that Cheshire the cat was inspired by a wall painting, the 16th century sandstone painting in Grabher Hall, or in Oxford, the Alice window, which has 3 animals grinning excessively. But I'd like to take it a step further and say that Cheshire is more related to Will-o'-the-Wisp, because both of them, of course I'm going to be relating the cat from the live action movie, who's gray and blue. Both of them have a very spirit-like form, as well as loving to lead people astray in kind of a mischievous way. Now, even though Cheshire does like to help Alice from here and there. He also is a bit mischievous and has caused danger to others around him. A clip of the character. And are there any Easter eggs or hidden things? Down in the description there is a video clip of Cheshire the Cat talking to Allison in the marsh wilderness in Alice in Wonderland. Also, Cheshire the Cat has appeared in a few other shows rather than specifically in his area. So he appeared in Big Bad Wolf Daddy. Ignore the title, yes I know, it's weird. Where you can see his smile like fade away as the wolf blows him away. Or in Unplugged Club, when all the lights are turned off and it's completely pitch black, you could still see his smile. Hey doctor, we may have a slight problem. What would that be? You see, Cheshire was apparently created because of a painting. Okay. There's nothing from that. There's no like history or story that really connects them together. It's just kind of an old painting. Oh, well, in my opinion, I thought Cheshire the Cat looked and had the personality more of Will-o'-the-Wisp. Oh, well, in that case, do it. Yeah, just go right on ahead. Where the legend / myth came from. Information about the creature. Alright, Dr. Van Schnoiman here with Watson, my little co-host. Now, will-o'-the-wisps come from many different folklore and in culture, like Australia, Europe, South and North America, Asia, and Britain. But we're mainly going to be focusing on European lore. Now, these will-o'-the-wisp has many different names in the folklore. There is foolish fire, jack-o'-lantern, hobby-lantern, Hinpinkin, or fairy's lantern. Now, these creatures also have a evil-like personality, which is to lead people astray, which often puts them in danger. How it looks, what powers or abilities does it have? Described as looking like a floating ball of blue flame in the British folklore. In some rare sightings, a dark figure has been seen carrying a light, as if it was a torch or a lantern. Yep, that's how they look. Nothing else about it. Apparently, something that I found very interesting was their ability to see in the future. Appearing to people before their deaths, or flanking to the site of a tragedy before it takes place. They might also reveal the place where a thief or a fairy might bury golden treasure. But that is not as cool as them having the abilities to lure people. Not just the skill, but the actual ability. Is it mortal or immortal? Where does it live? Now, it is unclear if will-o'-the-wisp is mortal or immortal due to the fact that they are both banned from heaven and hell, and whenever being cursed to being a wisp, they don't exactly die first, so it is a bit unclear. The jack-o'-lantern is known to live in the marshes, but often roams around in its biome. An interview.
Are there any sightings of the creature?
Hello, my name is Dr. Von Schleumann, and I'm here with the interview. So, sir, tell me a little bit about yourself. Well, I mean, my name's Will, and I'm a photographer. And so tell me, how and why do you know the stories about Will-o'-the-Wisp? I heard from a friend these stories would be based on somebody entirely on these names, of either Will or Jack. And it turns into a wisp when they do something unforgivable. Which is why I've made it my life mission to catch him on film. And what are some of the stories that you know? There's a story from Shropshire called a Dictionary of Fairies. This is a story where a man named Will was cursed to walk the lands for all eternity due to him being so evil in his lifetime. The devil saw his opportunity and gave Will a rock of coal, which Will used to lure people into the swamps. Another story is from Ireland, where a man named Jack had a bad drinking problem. I mean, it's kind of funny. To the point where Jack sold his soul to the devil to buy drinks. But fortunately, Jack was smart enough to trick the devil to climb up a tree with a cross on it and would not let him down until the devil gave his soul back to Jack. After this action, Jack was cursed to walk the land forever. Okay, thank you for your time. This has been Dr. Von Schleumann with the interview. Back to the main show. Down in the description, there is a video of somebody capturing what appears to be an unknown orb or light source.
Who they hunt for? How to avoid them?
Only go after people that they come across in their marsh. Normally, they won't ever seek out any particular person. Only people that are there at the wrong time in the wrong place. In other shows, like in Big Bad Wolf Daddy. Why? Why does it sound so weird? Big Bad Wolf Daddy. That sounds weird, and it's for children. You can see his iconic smile fade away when the wolf blows him away. Or in Unplugged Club, you can always see his big smile in the total darkness. Did you get all that? He's a bit creepy. I know. It's okay. There's nothing to worry about. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I can finally eat. It's been 17 years. Okay, Cheshire the Cat, Maddie, Kimmer 2. I'm almost done. I can't wait to eat. Woo. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Alrighty. So tired and hungry. Let me be free. Floating spirit. Both have like a spirit, like I'm becoming a teenage girl. Like. Likety, like. Yes, like, yeah, yep, like, yeah, like. Can I prove it? Maybe. Will you deny it? No, you will not. Believe my lies. Yes. Yes, I am done. I'm going to eat a child. This is the end of the video, end of the video, end of the video. Pew, pew. End of the video, end of the video. This is the end of the video. Pew, 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 pew. End of the video, end of the video, end of the video. Oh, oh.